Good morning. Welcome. My name is Dennis, and I'll be your service associate for the day. I'm assisted by the one and only Carrie Burke. We are the North Shore Unitarian Church. In this community, we celebrate people from all walks of life. No matter how you make your living or how you experience the sacred, no matter who you are or who you love, we hope you will feel welcome here. We appreciate and acknowledge our spiritual home here on the unceded yet shared lands of the Coast Salish peoples. Welcome to today's Unitarian service, where we are ready to explore the intriguing intersection of technology and spirituality. In our connected world, we encounter artificial intelligence in various aspects of our lives. Today, we ponder its place in religion and our spiritual journeys. Carrie will light the chalice as we symbolize the light of knowledge and exploration. We kindle this flame
As a symbol of gathering.
just a little more, as a symbol of our gathering. We devote the second candle of global concern to those who are devoted to justice, equity, and harmony amongst and between all, values that transcend political, social, racial, national, and cultural differences. As Carrie lights the second candle, I'm sharing with you a quote. "I wish for you and for myself a heart open and capacious enough to face the pain of this world and to embody its promise." When we come to church, we bring with us the joys and concerns that are part of our daily lives. We light this third candle, acknowledging all the unspoken joys and concerns in our midst. Please rise in body or spirit as we enter a time of singing with the fire of commitment.
From the light of days remembered, birds of Eden, bright and clear, guiding mind and hearts and spirits into faith set free from fear. When the hands of
Sorry?
we
In 2014, on BBC, Stephen Hawking stated, "The development of full artificial intelligence could spell the end of the human race." So the idea of this service was inspired by a YouTube video where the author claimed the next world religion would be created by AI. That a new world religion hadn't been created in about 100 years, and that AI would find and fill that void. After listening to the author, however, I decided he was a bit of a kook. I've worked in technology for the past 20 years, and I've seen the waves of fear and panic caused by the idea that technology could replace human jobs at our collective peril. First it was the internet, then robotics, then automation, and now artificial intelligence. You can barely go anywhere where people don't have their faces buried in their phones. Cell phones connect us to people far away, but distance us from the ones right in front of us. Once I started to peel the onion, I discovered the chat GPTs of our new AI universe were far from sentient. I found them to be a glorified version of Google, scraping databases to answer queries with little to no actual intelligence. Before we go a level deeper on this subject, we'll pause for a musical reflection by Carrie Burke.
Give me a moment.
There's nothing artificial about his intelligence. I should mention we're in a men's group as well, so we poke fun at each other.
Wait, oh, can you hear me? I'm dressed up like Space Oddity. And if you know this song, I'd like you to sing along. Ground control to Major Tom. Ground control to Major Tom. station knows which way to go. Tell my wife I love her very much. She knows. Down the road, Major Tom, you're certain still there's something wrong. Can you hear me, Major Tom? 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 For here am I floating in my tin can, far above. Planet Earth is blue and there's nothing I can.
Thank you, Carrie. So today, we embark on a journey to contemplate the role of artificial intelligence in our spiritual lives and how it fits within the Unitarian principles of respect for the inherent worth and dignity of every person and the interconnected web of existence. A quote from Dalai Lama says, "The very purpose of our life is happiness, which is sustained by hope. We have no guarantee about the future, but we exist in the hope of something better." Hope means keeping going, thinking. Artificial intelligence, often seen as a tool of the future, brings both hope and uncertainty. It has the potential to enhance our lives, our understanding of the world, and even our spiritual journey. But it also raises important questions about the boundaries of human experience and the nature of consciousness. So we touch on three themes today. So technology is a tool for connection. In the spirit of the interconnected web of existence, we recognize that technology can be a powerful tool for bringing people together. AI is making it easier for individuals to find like-minded communities, to access knowledge and wisdom from around the world, and to cultivate a deeper sense of global unity. How can we harness these technologies to foster deeper connections and build a more inclusive and compassionate world? For the ethical considerations, we must reflect on the ethical implications of AI. How can we assure that AI systems are designed and used in ways that respect the inherent worth and dignity of each individual? What safeguards should be in place to protect against bias, discrimination, and the potential misuse of AI in the spiritual context? So as we explore the boundaries of human experience, we must grapple with the concept of consciousness. Can AI have consciousness or spirituality? What does it mean for us as humans if we create machines that seem to possess intelligence and self-awareness? How do we navigate the potential impact on our understanding of what it means to be human? These questions are not meant to provide definitive answers, but to provoke thought, discussion, and exploration. Now for something completely different. I'm going to demonstrate ChatGPT. However, in my run-up and rehearsal, I quickly learned there's an inherent danger in asking AI to answer a question in a live public forum. reliability of internet connection and required server speeds notwithstanding. What I've done instead is to have some scripted actual responses formatted for readability. And these are actual outputs from ChatGPT. So to give some idea, though, of what the live version looks like, I'm going to dabble for just a moment in the ChatGPT artificial intelligence portal. All right, so here you go. Benefits of artificial intelligence in Unitarianism. And as you can see, it spits out the information faster than you can possibly even digest it on screen, which is why I've taken to formatting. But for your playful digestion, if I say the same thing, answer in the form of Dr. Seuss in 12 lines. So I'll read it. In the word of Unitarianism so fair, AI lends a helping hand everywhere. With chatbots and knowledge at your command, you'll explore spirituality hand in hand. Personalized guidance, it's here to provide inclusivity and love side by side. Communities thriving thanks to AI's grace. Together we grow in this sacred space. Unitarian values, they're strong and true, enhanced by AI for me and you. But remember, dear friends, in all we pursue, humans' connection's vital. It's all that we do. I happen to work for the largest technology company in Japan. In Kyoto, Japan, a Buddhist temple more than 400 years old has installed a robot called Mindar, which is neither male nor female in presentation. And although the robot preaches, it is not programmed to converse with worshipers. Though its sermons are translated into English and Chinese on a nearby wall, the machine is not equipped with machine learning algorithms, but the robot's designers said there may come a day when artificial intelligence gives the robot some measure of autonomy, adding a strange new dimension to how religious messages are delivered. Last week, I visited our North American head office in Dallas, Texas, where we have what we call an innovation lab, where innovative technologies are displayed in a myriad of ways. There's a refrigerator that detects automatically that I'm low on eggs or milk, creates a shopping list, and orders these groceries at a preset interval, and sends them right to my door. There was also a robot whose eyes followed me around the room. It had silicone skin and very human features, and as I moved left and right, it couldn't take its eyes off me. In the context of customer experience, our company sponsors an IndyCar, and we have developed an app that race fans can download, accessing real-time data for their favorite drivers, including their heartbeats, how much fuel they have, and predictively when they will need to pit for fuel or tires. And a little bit scarily, the AI app has correctly predicted 70% of the winners this year. While this is reasonably cool, it's still not AI. To some of us, older folks in particular, will say the simple act of opening a smartphone or a computer, or being able to type a set of requests for directions or a recipe is magical. We don't know how it works. It's a mystery, and it's awe-inspiring. It takes your breath away. To an elder in seniors' care, being able to FaceTime with their loved ones or visit their doctor via remote Zoom session, it's life-changing. Being able to stay connected means not feeling lonely or abandoned. It means being able to stay in your own home longer. And it means living a higher quality of life. That seems spiritual to me. I recently watched the Netflix miniseries titled Live to 100, The Blue Zones, where the researcher Dan Buettner discovered 7 areas with a higher than normal proliferation of centenarians, or people who live to 100 years old. From Okinawa, Japan, where the island's oldest residents still share a serene way of life motivated by a sense of purpose, or ikigai, to the steep mountain villages of Sardinia, where elders are constantly walking up and down hills, to Loma Linda, California, of all places, just outside of between Palm Springs and Los Angeles, happens to be the birthplace of Seventh-day Adventists, who also happen to be vegetarians predominantly. It's also where pickleball was invented. And it becomes very clear that we thrive living with a sense of purpose, with a degree of fitness and nutrition, and most importantly, living in community. So, this is the ChatGPT searches that I did and then formatted for readability. The first one, it says, in 6 bullet points, explain spirituality of AI. Ethical considerations, consciousness exploration, technological evolution, interconnectedness, environmental awareness, transcendence, and evolution. Prove you're intelligent. I don't possess consciousness or self-awareness, so I can't prove intelligence in the way a human can. Now, I thought that showed wonderful awareness. Demonstrating a degree of intelligence by providing information, answering questions, and engaging in meaningful conversations. Responses are generated based on a vast amount of text data and the patterns I've learned from the data. If you have any questions or need information, feel free to ask, and I'll do my best to assist you. So you can see the language programming is making an attempt to be colloquial in its human expression. And I'll pause just for a moment to say, the one I didn't show was I asked, what is the 8th Unitarian principle? And it said there are only 7, as of my update in 2021. Is AI sentient? No, AI is not sentient. Sentience refers to the capacity for subjective consciousness and self-awareness, which includes the ability to experience emotions and have a sense of self. AI, including the technology I am based on, is not conscious, self-aware, or capable of experiencing emotion. This is based on patterns, algorithm, data, providing responses according to programming. And interestingly, if you ask the same question, just slightly differently, you'll get a completely different answer. What is the meaning of life? Now, this one spits out a little quickly. I'm not going to try to, as they say, drain the slide. But it does have a profound philosophical and existential, religious and spiritual perspective, existentialism, philosophical and ethical perspectives, biological perspective, personal fulfillment, human connection, and ultimately the meaning of life is deeply subjective and philosophical question, with different people may arrive at different answers based on their beliefs and experiences, etc. Are Unitarian men too soft? It is not fair to accurate to generalize about an entire group of people based on their religious or philosophical beliefs. Unitarianism is a diverse and inclusive religious tradition that values a wide range of perspectives and beliefs. People who identify as Unitarians can vary greatly in terms of their personalities, characteristics, and attitudes. Like any group, Unitarians can encompass a wide spectrum of personality types, so it's not accurate to make blanket statements about the softness of Unitarian men or anyone else based on their religious affiliation. Write a love poem for my Jewish wife from her non-Jewish husband in the style of Dr. Seuss. My dear Jewish wife, my love for you is grand. Like green eggs and ham, it's across the land. From the depths of my heart, I'll say with pride, you're my bashert, my soulmate, my partner in stride. Your wisdom, your wit, your beauty, your grace put a smile on my face and light up the place. Your love of tradition, of family and friends brings joy to our lives from beginning to end. Your faith in your culture, so vibrant and strong, are the roots of your spirit, the heartbeat of our song. You teach me so much about life and its ways, and I cherish each moment, every one of our days. So my dear Jewish wife, know this to be true. I'll love you forever, no matter what we do. We'll dance, we'll sing, we'll laugh, we'll play, together, forever, come what may. The first version of this I actually typed was in the style of Eminem, and it came out completely different. How do we overcome conflict in our Unitarian congregation? So overcoming conflict in a Unitarian congregation or any religious community requires effective communication, open and honest communication, active listening, mediation, conflict resolution, and you can see the list of 11 there. And it spits it out literally this quickly when you're asking these questions. But I'm going to toggle back to the live version of ChatGPT for a moment, and I'm going to ask it a new question, the same question. How do we overcome conflict in our Unitarian congregation? And you can see it just spits it out faster than you can even think about reading it. But if I say then answer in the form of Shakespeare. To quell the strife within our sacred fold, within our hearts, our differences behold. A congregation diverse in thought and creed, yet unity we seek to fill our need. Let's gather around in fellowship's embrace, to mend the wounds and find a common grace. With fair discourse and honest words we share, resolve to find and show we still care. In gentle tones and listening to each plea, we'll bridge the gaps and heal with empathy. With patience, time, and leaders by our side, our conflict shall in unity subside. This congregation's strength we shall renew. In love and peace, our purpose will pursue. I wish we had Maurice to read that. Answer in the form of haiku. Conflict within us, unity we must now seek. Love and peace will guide. Deep.
Feel the earth move under my feet. I feel the sky come rolling down. I feel my heart start to tremble in whenever you're around. Ooh, baby, I can feel it as mellow as the month of May. Ooh, darling, I can't stand it when you look at me that way. Ooh. I feel the earth move under my feet. I feel the sky come rolling down or tumbling down. I feel my heart start trembling whenever you're around. Ooh, baby, when you call my name, as mellow as the month of May. Oh, darling, can't stand it when you look at me and say, I just have to have you, baby. I feel the earth move under my feet. I feel the sky come rolling down or tumbling down. I just lose control right in my very soul. I feel it in my body, all over, all over, all over, all over, all over.
This week, join us on October 29th for a Fight of the Ages, Day of the Dead versus Halloween. The annual stewardship program for 2024 fundraising has kicked off. You should have received an email inviting your generosity in support of our shared community. Details may also be found on our website, northshoreunitarians.ca. Believe it or not, this word is pronounced Kaylee. This is an all-ages show and will include light snacks and is being hosted by our own Allison Nixon. And finally, on November 12th, Remembrance Day, marks the one-year anniversary of Danny Mikan Cooper's tragic death. And as Danny loved breakfast for any meal of the day, we will be serving a pancake brunch after the service.
Also on October 29th, Marcia, I think I saw you come in, is going to be doing a talk for anyone who's interested. One of our leading historical Unitarian Universalist figures, Lotta Hitchmanova, Marcia's going to be doing a talk about this person as well, about Lotta Hitchmanova, after church on October 29th. Is that right? Yes. A video, excellent. Thank you, Marcia. Please rise. We are building a new way. We're building a new way. We are building a new way. We are building a new way. I can hear you. We are building a new way. Feeling stronger every day. Stronger every day. We are building a new way.
So as we draw our service to a close, I'd like to invite each of you downstairs afterwards. Feel free to grab a cup of coffee, discuss what artificial intelligence and spirituality mean to you. And in closing, my search for artificial intelligence found very little. It seems clear to me that AI has no soul, and therefore will not be useful for many applications, like a priest, or a counselor, or a boss, or a caregiver. Humans always dream of being gods. Technological utopianism works along very similar pathways to religious thought. Salvation is promoted by people selling tickets to heaven to a utopian place that doesn't exist. What about the war between Israel and Hamas? Does technology solve anything? Or loneliness? Or mental health? Love? Happiness? All of these things need people more than technology. Tech does not autonomously function on its own without human effort or maintenance. Technology is utterly profound, but to think of it as a standalone solution without deeply intertwined and complex human involvement is a misguided religious fantasy. Artificial intelligence will provide new, personalized ways of using technology and make us stronger communicators. Whether you seek out these practices or not, the enticing interface screens beg for a back-and-forth exchange. Regardless of which belief you subscribe to, the practice of slowing down and asking questions allows us to deepen our relationship to ourselves and to prepare for certain uncertainties ahead. So while these technologies may have what I would call features and benefits, the most important thing we share is each other. This is not artificial, but real intelligence, and is most certainly spiritual to the very core of our being. Blessed be. Oh, just in time. So let us conclude by taking the chalice into our hearts. We extinguish this flame. The world calls us to live with depth, meaning, and purpose. Please rise, join hands if you like, as we sing Circle Round for Freedom.